Here, week 8 pre-selection show. I got the one and only Ken G. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Perfect. And we're going to go over the races for Saturday. We got 10 races. There'll be a double pick four carryover going on race 5 through 8. So maybe touch on that a little bit. But Ken, why don't you kick us off with the first race?
Right on. Well, big day, 10 races on the card, as Trey said. And the first race is the first half of the early daily double. I like number 2, AK Up and Adam. Now, this horse has hit the board 4 out of 5 times lifetime. In fact, this horse has more wins than the rest of the field combined. And this horse is only 2 years old. Now, I hate putting all my hopes in a 2-year-old versus the older horses, but it's pretty hard to argue against AK Up and Adam. For second, I like number 4, Breeze By, best of the rest. This horse seems to have the least amount of baggage out of the rest of the horses. I think with a trip, this horse could be up there in second. And a long shot I'm going to play in here because I like to play the tries at Miami Fair. Number 1, Get It Done Bud. Long shot if on form. Last 2 races, if you throw those 2 out, the horse seems to be going sideways, but you just never know when the horse is going to pop, right? So my picks are going to be 2, 4, and 1.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree with the AK Up and Adam. Like you said, has done exceptionally well and has the most wins out of any horse out here as a 2-year-old. I just went a little different for second. I went with 3, Inside Joke. Only finished 5th last time, but did it in 2:02 and 3, cutting down those times. So if trainer Paula Mason and her dad Daryl Mason can get that horse going, can definitely follow the 2-year-old across the finish line. But I too went with Get It Done, but on the inside to finish my triactor. When Daryl Thiessen was driving it, it was doing a little better, but I think Corey can definitely get the job done as well. So race number 2, who do you like in this one?
Well, this one is a 2-horse race, in my opinion. Number 4, Michelle Ray reunited with Chase My Dust. And both times Michelle has had this horse first and second, win in place last time he had this one. So I've got Chase My Dust on top. For second, I think the main danger is going to be number 3, Colonel Kelly for the exactor. Bridesmaid usually gets a trip, will definitely be there again. And I think this time for third, the rail will help Jimmy's Done Good. I think this one has a shot. Has done good. Yeah. Has got a shot on the inside. So my picks are going to be 4, 3, and 1.
Awesome. Yeah, I have almost the same thing. I'm just going to take Jimmy Did Done Good again. Colonel Kelly is one of those horses that's got a lot of seconds in the third last week. Kind of disappointed me, and I want it to show up. I want Clayton to show me up on this one and win, but I'm going to go with Chase My Dust to win it, and then Jimmy Did Done Good for my exactor, and Colonel Kelly for my try. And
right race third race. Sorry, we have the mixed field of 2-year-olds. Nice to see a crop of babies in here at Miami Fair. Number 5 gets the edge over number 4 for me. Number 5, Winds of Winter. Number 4 will be the Speed Fallout Girl, but I think number 5, I'm guessing the way this race is going to stack up, number 5 is going to stalk and come off the pace to win going away. As I said, I think number 4, Fallout Girl, will be second. Going to be tough, this filly. And for third, I've got number 2, Beyond the Budget. Beyond the Budget might just steal it if there's a speed duel on the front end and the speed caves.
Yeah, we're pretty much in line again. I'm just going to switch the 4 and the 5 again. I like Fallout Girl. Again, its times are, the 2:08 2 starts ago. Seems to have a little bit faster times in Winds of Winter. So I'm going to go with Fallout Girl, but then Beyond the Budget, again, will round out my triactor. But like you said, maybe that could be 2 races in a row. Clayton Braybrook could upset me and ruin my day. Race number 4, Fillies and Mares non-winners. Who do you like in this one?
Well, I think Send Me a Tweet at 6-5 is definitely the worthy favorite in this one. Finally broke its maiden in the last race, and the 7th try, I think it was, and held her own against tougher horses. I think tougher horses anyways. I'm thinking she's going to romp in this one. I think it's a battle for second. I think it's going to be between number 1, Nellie's On the Money. Won't be far behind, but I think also there, maybe at a price, is going to be number 5, My Oh My, Look at Time Fly. So 3, 1, and 5, and the 5 hopefully at a price.
Yeah, I have the same top two. I think send me a tweet's the obvious choice in this one, and then Nelly's on the money will be a close second. But I went a little bit different of a long shot. I went a little bit farther of a long shot. I went number two, Baby Badger. One of these horses that just again hasn't been getting it right, but I know Kevin will really push hard to get her to finish third. I think it's pretty wide open for third. I definitely think two, four, or five all have a shot at it. And yeah, race number five, the start of our pick four. And this was the worst pick four I've ever had to pick in Miami. I have no idea what's going to go on here. So, what do you like in the first leg here, race five?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what your picks are because I think it's also a wide open race. And again, there's a double carryover. I think you mentioned about the
Yeah.
pick four in this race. Multi-race wagers are my favorite to play. So pick fours and pick fives. In this one, though, I'm going to go with the number three, Zippity Zoom. Lost last week in the stretch. If this one can hold on, it wins this week. But then again, you've got to give some consideration in a six-horse field in this one. I'm going to take number five, Two Shoes, which will probably be the post time favorite. Got a trip last week, a very fortunate trip. All depends on how this race sets up. It's going to be close behind for second. And I think the filly number four, Little Piece of My Heart, gets a little bit of class relief. I think she will find these ones a bit easier. Look at the pattern, though. Win third, win third. It only stands to reason, right? There's going to be a win here. And also, how do you argue with the Trevor Williams, Glenn LeDrew combination? Some outrageous percentage they have in the money all the time. So my picks are going to be 3, 5, and 4 to kick off the pick four.
Yeah, I think Trevor's over 50% winning percentage this year. So I took number four in my win to win this one. Glenn LeDrew and Trevor team up again. For second, I went with Zippity Zoom. Three straight seconds. I like to see consistency, so probably could finish there again. And to round out my triactor, I went number six, Jim Strikes Rich, won last weekend in 201 and 1. That time keeps up with the rest, and I can't see why it wouldn't. And then I also noticed driver George Isman usually drives him and Zippity Zoom, but took the six over the three. So, I noticed that. But like I said, this was the race that I really had trouble with. Serial Killer, Miso Classy, Two Shoes, they all can win this one. So there could be another carryover pretty easily.
Yeah,
Race
I like
number
that. I like that driver angle. Sorry that you mentioned. Sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead, race
all
six.
good, all good. Race six, who do you like?
Well, leading driver Glenn LeDrew, number one, is Buck Rogers. Closer down the lane in the last number of starts. And get this, 159 and 1 on the Miami Oval, and that's losing 2 starts ago. I think that's a fantastic time. That's one fast horse for this track. So hard to argue with Buck Rogers being the favorite and being on top. At second, though, I'm going to take a price horse. I'm going to take number 6, Drive Like You Stole It. And this horse may have a shot at stealing this one, been knocking at the door the last few races. I'd like to see this one in second at a price. And for third, number 3 should fit right in. The Little Beast will be there. I think today, non-winners of 3 makes a difference from the non-winners of 4. So my picks are going to be 1, 6, and 3 in the second leg of the pick 4.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to go with kind of an upset in this one. I'm going to go with number 5, Rusty's Flying, and only because of that qualifier time in 2 minutes and 1 with Trevor. And now Trevor Williams should be getting his first official start as a driver this week. Going to go on a hunch. My pick 4, I'll add a couple safety nets, but definitely in my pick, I'm going to go number 5 to take this one. Then I'm going to go with the other Williams entry, number 1, Buck Rogers, to round out my exactor. And I'm going to take number 2, State Your Case, for third. The Isman combo, again, having a pretty good year. And I think that could be one that could definitely upset. But again, like you put the Little Beast and Drive Like You Stole It, the Rays could definitely upset this one as well.
See, maybe that's the leg to go wide in the pick 4, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, race number 7. Who do you like in this one?
Well, I think there are 3 horses that are definitely prominent in here. I give the edge to number 2, Sassy Libby, almost even with efforts with number 1, Bits and Bites. But I like the final quarter times for this horse. I think Sassy Libby has the edge coming home. Again, as I said, number one, Bits and Bites, the main danger, but with a good trip, wins the race. And if number one and number two, Bits and Bites, Sassy Libby, end up getting into a speed duel on the front end, which looks very likely, don't discount number five, Electric Amadeus, to come in and steal it, pick up all the pieces from everyone else.
Yeah, we have the same thing, just reverse. I my favorite horse is number five, Electric Amadeus. Won this year in 205. She was insane last year, had a couple races where she came 15 lengths back. So she's out of it. Don't count her out. And I'll give her the advantage as well, a little bit of age and experience. If one or two, get some pacing trouble, she could definitely squeeze in and take it. But then I'll take number one, the morning line favorite, Bits and Bites, with Sassy Libby falling out my triactor. But again, they're all going to be in my pick four because I
Trey,
can't.
you're making this one expensive pick four
I
ticket,
know.
my man.
I checked it out. I did the math. I'm up to $108. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to cut somebody somewhere, and I don't know. It's gonna be a Saturday morning decision right before the post time.
Right on.
Race number 8, Horse and Geldings Open. This should be a good one. Who do you like in this one?
Well, I'm excited that you guys have two opens this weekend. You've got one for the fillies and mares a little bit later on, but in this one, it is really hard to bet against Read the Proposal. This one has never been out of the money at Miami and is going for 5 wins at Miami. So that to me would probably be the only single I would consider in the pick 4. Now, for second place this time, I actually like Appoggiatura, number 2, to come in for second. This one was flying in its last race. And I also am going for value play. So I'm going to take Appoggiatura for second. And then for third, Baylor Out will be my pick for show. We'll have to fight for the pocket this time with the speed being on the inside. But I think Baylor Out will definitely be in the picture, whether it's second or third.
Yeah, I too took Read the Proposal, and I agree with you, to save some money. This is going to be my key horse to end the day or end the pick 4.
What does your pick 4 look like?
Oh, I have would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 3 as of now, but it's going to have to get cut down by Sunday because I don't have that much in the old account right now. So, but
I've got it narrowed down to $18.
Okay.
I've got 3, 4, 5 with 1, 3, 6 with 1, 2 with 3. And of course, you know what's going to happen, right? When you single that one, that's going to be the one that you don't get. So
exactly.
Yeah.
But for second, I'm going to go with Baylor Out. It's got a string of seconds here. I think it could continue, but like you said, kind of needs to cut from the outside, and it's got some tough horses on the inside to do it. And I'm going to take number 1, Senga Savannah. Last 2 times out had some force, but before that was racing pretty consistent and even upset a couple times in this open. So that could be one to watch out for as well. So I have 3, 5, 1. And we're going to go to race number 9. The Claimers, probably our most exciting race of the day, and to kick off our late daily double. Who do you like in this one?
I like the old man in this one, Red Star Tiger, in his final season of racing, on the rim at the half in his last race, and he still won the race. I think Red Star Tiger is definitely the one to beat in this race. And again, like I said, just amazing things with the horse in his last year of racing, 13 years old. For second, I like number 1, List Placed, to be second. Throw out maybe the last effort, and this horse looks right on form. And as well, number 5, Marv the Rat, at a price. Throughout the last one, I think this one should deserve a little more respect than probably where it's going to end up on the board just before post time. So 4, 1, and 5 for the 9th race.
Yeah, we have the exact same. I really can't add much to that. Red Star Tiger's been the star on the track in this race. And Liz Placed is one other than that last start too that always seems to be in the conversation with it. And Marv the Rat, the way I look at it's had won a couple times in this, had the one placement, but other than that, it's always near the top ends. And so can't really argue it in that one. And to race 10, our finale, the Fillies and Mares Open, like you talked about earlier, who do you like in this one?
Well, number 4, a Hurry Home. 4 out of 5 starts are wins at Miami. And the only loss was to Pure Edition, who I understand is, I don't know, no longer on the ground, so no longer a threat. But look at the sub 2-minute miles by this horse. Great job by the race office to put together a Fillies and Mares Open. I mean, 2 opens in a weekend is fantastic at Miami. So hard to argue with Hurry Home already at 7-5 on the morning line. I think the battle is for second, though. It's going to be between number 2, A Cowboy's Dream, and number 3, Farmer Strikes Fame. I think that I'm going to give the edge to number 2, A Cowboy's Dream, though, in this one. Faster times, really hard to split those two. And I just wanted to throw in, I don't pick a fourth pick usually, but I'm going to throw in number 5, Bold and Sporty, as the sleeper in this one. In the angle that you played earlier with the driver, same thing. Glenn LeDrew chooses the long shot over the other Trevor Williams entry, Farmer Strikes Fame. So I don't know if there's maybe something we're not seeing there.
Yeah, well, I agree with number 4, Hurry Home. Really hard to go against that one. For second, I went. I understand what you're saying because I went with that way earlier, but I'm going to go with Farmer Strikes Fame for second because Chris Brown, my boy, he picked up the win with this one last week. So I think that's the reason they went there, was to let Chris keep going with his winning streak there. He's got like, I think he's only raced for Trevor 2 or 3 times this year, and he's won 2 or 3 of them. So he's on almost batting 100 with that combination. And then for third, I'm going to go with Bold and Sporty to round out my triactor. But perfect. Awesome. That's our picks for the day. Thank you. And race time will come up shortly.
Good.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Miami Fair. Week 8. Got a few changes and scratches to go over before today's race card. In race number 1 is all clear. Race number 2, number 4, Chase My Dust, is scratch sick. That's number 4, Chase My Dust, scratch sick. And in race number 2, there will be no show betting. In race number 3, Go On Bobo, is scratch sick. That's race number 3, Go On Bobo, scratch. And also no show betting. Race number 4 is all clear. Race number 5, number 2, Serial Killer, change the driver to Mark Fillion. That's number 2, Serial Killer. Don Howlett is no longer the driver. Mark Fillion will take over. In race number 6, number 5, Rusty's Flying, change the driver to Christopher Brown. That's number 5, Rusty's Flying, Christopher Brown. Race number 7, number 3, Having Fun in the Sun, is scratched. That's number 3, Having Fun in the Sun, is scratched. And no show wagering in race number 7. Race number 8, 9, and 10 are all clear.
Well, Trey, another beautiful day here in Miami, Manitoba. 31 degrees Celsius. I think we're going to hit a high about 32, 33. Beautiful day, nice little breeze. Track looks fast. And the big deal of the day, I think, is going to be the win four,
Oh yeah.
pick four. $470 in it. I think we're going to hit close to $1,000. And it seems like a nice crowd. A lot of people out in the beer gardens here and those people online. If you haven't played the pick four, in Miami, this is the time to do it. It should be $1,000. I know we're like a lot of big tracks in comparison to us, but for Miami, we're happy to have a pool that's going to approach $1,000 today. Let's start the first half of the daily double in this 5-horse field today. I really love AK Up and Adam, and I will tell you why, Trey. Last week from the 3-hole, this horse was parked every single step of the mile, bar none. And this is a 2-year-old against aged horses. And I normally don't would pick a 2-year-old in here over horses that are 3, 4, and 5 years old. I really like AK Up and Adams' chances here. Tagoras, far outside, 5-horse. Kirk Rogers aboard, knocked off about 3 seconds from Clayton Braybrook the week before. Paced a very strong, impressive mile in 2-2 and deserves a good look in race number 1. Wide open for third. Darrell Mason with a hot hand, 423 driving average right now. Gets a lot of post relief coming out of post position 3 with Inside Joke. Also paced a mile right behind Tagoras last week and he paced his mile in 2-2 and 3. Look for Inside Joke to complete the triactor. So I like the 2, 5, and 3.
Yeah, I agree with you with the 2, AK Up and Adam. I think it's a clear favorite, and even still, even more impressive being a 2-year-old in this field of older horses. I'm going to take that hot hand of Darrell Mason for second with Inside Joke. I really liked its time last week in 2:02 and 3. Finished 5th, but could maybe finish strong in this field of horses that, non-winners really in this race, or not winners of a lot in this race anyway. And for third, I'm going to take number 1, Get It Done, Bud. Had a couple good races there with Thiessen. Manning's back in the bike, and I'm going to put a little bit of price in my triactor. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 1 to start race number 1.
Sounds good, Trey. We'll see everybody back in race number 2. It looks like the post parade's here.
Test, 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 test. It's on here. Okay. Number 1 is Get It Done, Bud. Owned by Corey and Betty Manning. Trained by Corey Manning. And driven today by Corey Manning. Number 2 is AK Up and Adam. Owned by Jacqueline and Tyler Grundy. Trained by Jacqueline Grundy. Tyler Grundy drives. Number 3 is Inside Joke. Owned by Paula Mason and Brad Colwell. Trained by Paula Mason. Driven today by Darrell Mason. Number 4 is Breeze By. Owned by James Jeffers. Trained by Clayton Braybrook and driven today by Clayton Braybrook. And number 5 is Tagoras, owned by Vladimir Kriker, trained by Clayton Braybrook. Kirk Rogers drives. The 5 will go to post in 10 minutes. That's only less than 3 minutes to post time, less than 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen that are on site, looks like the tote board right now is malfunctioning, so don't go by the existing tote board across the track here. Not working as of yet.
than 1 minute to post time. Less than 1 minute for race number 1.
People on site here in Miami, come on down to the beer gardens area. Hamburgers, cheeseburger, hot dogs, cold drinks, and snacks. And remember, they're all provided by the Miami Recreation and Play Space. They thank everybody for supporting the Railroad Train Park in Miami. And I just had a cheeseburger, and let me tell you, they're thick, they're hot, and they're good. So go down and support. Every dollar helps the Miami Egg Society and the Miami Recreation and Play Space. Thank you very much.
The horses are called to starting gate for race number 1. Horse and geldings, non-winners of a race. 2-year-olds, 2 races. Number 1, Get It Done, Bud, with Corey Manning. Number 2, AK Up and Adam with Tyler Grundy, and your post-time favorite. Number 3, Inside Joke, Daryl Mason in the bike. Number 4 is Breeze By, Clayton Braybrook takes charge. And number 5, Tagoras with Kirk Rogers. The 5 Pacers all on the gate, swinging down the stretch. Here they come to start week 8. And they're off and pacing. Tagoras from the far outside, charging to the front end. Get It Done, Bud, making it tough. But AK Up and Adam with some early trouble. Inside Joke sliding in third, and Breeze By fourth. Tagoras takes the lead. Get It Done, Bud, now in second. Inside Joke closing that gap third. Breeze By fourth, and out charging too wide. AK Up and Adam. As they're coming to the quarter mark, Tagoras setting that pace in 30 and 2. Tagoras, Get It Done, Bud. Inside Joke third. AK Up and Adam, though, shaking off that early trouble. And Breeze By is your new trailer. They're coming down the stretch for the first time today. Tagoras with Kirk Rogers setting that pace. In Get It Done, Bud, still second. Inside Joke third. AK Up and Adam, the favorite, waiting patiently. Now out too wide at the half. Tagoras set that pace, 103 flat. Kicking in the clubhouse turn. The favorite, AK Up and Adam, didn't have trouble that time on the turn. But Tagoras still setting the lead. Get It Done, Bud is second. AK Up and Adam. Inside Joke's now fourth. And Breeze By. Can see them all. Tagoras trying to pull away from Get It Done, Bud. AK Up and Adam out too wide. at the 3/4. 33, 133 and 1 for Tagoras. Get it done, bud. AK up and Adam now sliding back into third. Inside Jokes fourth. Down the stretch they come. Tagoras leading that way. Gonna be tough to catch him. Get it done, bud, for second. AK up and Adam trying to charge back, but it's gonna be all Tagoras today. Get it done, bud, for second. AK up and Adam for third. .202 and 2 for the mile. Coming to the winner circles, the unofficial winner of today's first race, Tagoras, 5-year-old bay horse by El Toro and Gabby's Promise, bred and owned by Vladimir Krecker, trained by Clayton Braybrook, and driven today by Kirk Rogers. There we go. Give a big round of applause for Kirk Rogers and Tagoras. Here are your quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 30 and 2, over the half in 103 flat, over 3/4 in 133 and 1, finishing the full mile 202 and 2. Here are your payouts. Number 5, Tagoras, paid $780 to win, $660 to place, $280 to show. Number 1, Get It Done Bud, paid $660 to place, $340 to show. And number 2, AK Up and Adam, paid $210 to show. The $2 exactor, 5-1, paid $30.20. The $2 triactor will pay out 5 with all at $6.70. In the upcoming second race, there was just the one change. Number 4, Chase My Dust, is scratched and no show betting. The 4 pacers will go to post in less than 13 minutes.
Test, test, test. Can you hear me? Well, Trey, a little recap on race number 1 there. The favorite at post time, AK Up and Adam. You know, raced actually pretty good. I think he lost about 15, maybe even 20 lengths. At the end of the mile, he lost by 10. So I do think AK Up and Adam had a real good shot at winning this race, if and only if he stayed flat.
I agree.
But good on Tagoras. Looked really good. And Kirk Rogers, a great drive. And the horse did it pretty easy, wire to wire. Race number 2, second half of the daily double. With Chase My Dust scratched in here in this 4-horse field now, I think you pretty well got to go to Jimmy Did Done Good. I've liked this horse, you know, for over a month now, and I think he's maturing into his own quite well, this 3-year-old gelding. And last week looked real good, paced a mile and 2-1. Quite an improvement from the last 2 or 3 starts. And I think Barry McNaughton should be proud of this one, and I think we're going to hear a lot from Jimmy Did Done Good, and I like him to win race number 2. Horse for second, Colonel Kelly. Definitely long overdue for a win. 5 seconds in a third in 6 starts. Pacing some pretty impressive miles. This 4-year-old last week in 2-1 in a piece as well. And has 3 starts back, went in 2-1 and 1 in a second. So a definite major threat. And Clayton will probably come off the pace in this one and see what he has down the lane. Al's Dragon Jack, 3-year-old Mark Filion driver trainer. Went pretty impressively from the 4-hole last week. Just looks to be the best of the rest in here, I think, Trey. Paced a mile in 2-5 and 3, which is probably 10 or 15 lengths slower than the 1 or 3 in here. But I do like 1, 3, and 5 in that order in race number 2.
Yeah, Mike, I have the exact same now that Chase My Dust is scratched. Kind of hard to go against the one Jimmy Did Done Good. As you remember a few weeks ago, had a lot of trouble before, trying to get started. But even still, after the race went off, he seems to catch up. So even if he does have a little trouble at the beginning, could be one to keep an eye on. And I agree, I like Colonel Kelly for second. Could be a Clayton Braybrook train daily double to start the day, never know. And then for third, I agree, Al's Dragon Jack seems to be the best of the rest. Tough as Buff, though. Maybe keep an eye on. Never know. In a 4-horse field, anything can happen. But I agree, it's going to be 1, 3, 5 for me in this one.
Should be a good one, Trey. And we'll see everybody back in race number 3. Good luck. And don't forget the people that are here watching the races. They've got some tasty cheeseburgers and hot dogs and drinks down there. Like I said earlier, I just had a cheeseburger. They're absolutely delicious. So spend some money and help them out. And you're helping out some kids right out here in Miami, Manitoba. It's a good fundraiser that they're doing down underneath the grandstand. Thanks, guys. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we got the pick 4 today. If you've never bet it, take a look at it. Starts in race number 5. I think we're going to hit close to $1,000 in the pool today. We're starting it off at $470, and looks like we've had some good action thus far. If you've never played it, try your luck out. Bet your favorite numbers, whatever it takes. but I think it'll be a good bet today, approaching $1,000 today on the pick four.
The horses are on the track for post parade. Race number 2. Number 1, Jimmy Did Done Good, owned by Barry McNaughton and Roland Ray, trained by Barry McNaughton, and driven today by Dean Ray. Number 2 is Tough as Buff, owned by Alice Gilbert and trained by Sherry Mason and driven today by Daryl Mason. Number 3, Colonel Kelly, owned by Dave Mooney and Clayton Braybrook, trained by Clayton Braybrook in the bike. Number 4 is Scratched. And number 5, Al's Dragon Jack, owned by W. Drader, trained by Mark Fillion, and will be driven by Mark at post time. Don Howlett fills in for post parade. The 4 will go to post in less than 4 minutes.
Those of you that are Don Howlett fans, take a look at that 5-horse, $41.20 on a $2 bet. When have you ever seen that? Never. Apologize. Mark's on the 5. I just saw Don Hallett on the sulky. My mistake. Sorry.
Less than 1 minute to post time. Less than 1 minute till race number 2. The horses are getting called to the starting gate for race number 2. Horse and Geldings, non-winners of a race. 2-year-olds 2. I want to thank MIG Insurance from St. Claude for sponsoring this race in the program. The field of 4 gather. Number 1, Jimmy Did Done Good with Dean Ray. Number 2, Tough as Buff, Daryl Mason. Number 3, Colonel Kelly, Clayton Braybrook in the bike. Number 4 is Scratched. And number 5, Al's Dragon Jack, Mark Fillion takes over. The 4 Geldings up on the gate, down the stretch. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Jimmy Did Done Good takes the inside lead. Colonel Kelly trying to slide in second. Al's Dragon Jack doesn't have much place to go. And Tough as Buff can see them all. They're heading down the backstretch. Jimmy Did Done Good, your post-time favorite with Dean Ray with a length lead on Colonel Kelly. Al's Dragon Jack right there in third and about a couple lengths back to Tough as Buff. Jimmy Did Done Good setting that pace. 30-1 opening quarter. Colonel Kelly right there in third. Al's Dragon Jack and Tough as Buff. The 4 Geldings coming down the stretch for the very first time in race number 2. Jimmy Did Done Good. Colonel Kelly right there in second. Al's Dragon Jack racing third. And Tough as Buff still trailing. Jimmy Did Done Good at the half. No one's made a move yet. Jimmy Did Done Good setting the early half mile at 101 3. Kicking into the clubhouse turn. Colonel Kelly. Al's Dragon Jack racing third. But don't count out Tough as Buff. Down the backstretch they go. Jimmy Did Done Good. Colonel Kelly. Al's Dragon Jack. Tough as Buff trying to keep up. Still really no one making a move yet at the quarter mark. 131 flat. Colonel Kelly now too wide, charging the front end. Jimmy did done good on the inside. Al's Dragon Jack trying to keep up on the inside. Jimmy did done good with Dean Ray on the outside. Colonel Kelly and Clayton Braybrook neck and neck. Colonel Kelly has the lead, but Jimmy did done good's rallying back. It's going to be Colonel Kelly. Jimmy did done good for second, and Al's Dragon Jack for third. 2 minutes and 1/5 for the mile. Coming to the winner's circles, your unofficial winner of today's second race, Colonel Kelly. 4-year-old bay gelding by You Should See Me Now and Northfield Nelly. Bred by Dave Mooney, owned by Dave Mooney and Clayton Braybrook. Trained by Clayton, and picking up the win, Clayton. So give me a round of applause for Colonel Kelly. Oh, he's excited after that win. And Clayton picking up the early daily double as a trainer. Your quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 30 and 1, over the half in 1 minute and 3, over the 3 quarters 131 flat, finishing the full mile in 2 minutes and 1. And here are your payouts for race number 2. Number 3, Colonel Kelly, paid $560 to win and $220 to place. Number 1, Jimmy Did Done Good, paid $240 to place. The $2 exactor 3-1 paid $6.50. The $2 triactor 3-1-5 paid $14.30. The $2 daily double 5-3 paid $8.50. And here's your rundown. Number 1, Jimmy Did Done Good, placed second. Number 2, Tough as Buff, finished fourth. Number 3, Colonel Kelly, your winner. Number 4 was Scratched. And number 5, Al's Dragon Jack, was third. From the top down, your program should read 2, 4, 1, Scratch, 3 on the bottom. In the upcoming third race, the only change, number 3, Go On Bobo, is scratched, and no show betting. The other 4 2-year-olds will go to post in 11 minutes.
Go ahead, you go first.
Well, there we go. Race number 2 with Colonel Kelly and Clayton Braybrook. Like I mentioned earlier, Clayton picking up the daily double as a trainer. So congrats to Clayton and the rest of the crew there. But we're going to jump to race number 3. We got some 2-year-olds going here in a purse of $17.50. I'm going to kick it off with number 4, Fallout Girl. She had the win a few in July 10th in 2:05 and 1. Since then, kind of slowed it down a bit, but I think she can definitely, regain that form again. And coming out of the 4-hole, now having a chance to move in a little bit more because of the 3 being scratched, she won't be caught out too far wide. But for second, I'm going to go with the 5, Winds of Winter. 208 and 3 win last week. Again, these 2-year-olds, we have a really good 2-year-olds. So I'm going to be excited to see what they're going to do next year as 3-year-olds when they kind of hit those bigger stake seasons here in Miami, if they're still here. So I like the 4 and the 5. I had number 3 for third, but I'm going to have to change it up because of the scratch. So I'm going to go with the 2, Beyond the Budget. Clayton Braybrook, he's kind of on a hot streak, has a win as a trainer and a win as a driver. Maybe he'll go for 2 drive wins for the day. So I'm going to go 4-5-2 in race number 3. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I agree with you. Back in the last race, too, Colonel Kelly finally got the job done there. Congratulations to owners Dave Mooney, one of the best owners on the circuit. Never gets upset, never gets mad, and it's good to see him in the winning circle today with Colonel Kelly for sure. Race number 3, I agree with you. We have a nice bunch of 2-year-olds, and I like Follow Girl, too. I don't like the way he's come home his last couple of starts, I'll be honest, but the one win he did get, seems to be drawing post 5 every start. He gets a little bit of a better post today, but he did come home in 30 seconds and paced a mile in 2.5. He does have the most money in this 4-horse with 2-year-olds with $1,600 made, and I think it's Mark's race to win here in race number 3. Winds of Winter, Tyler Grundy, Jacqueline Grundy, good training average of 423. He's only had 3 starts and has got a win and 2/3, never far out of it. Paced mile in 2.6 a few starts back, was interfered with, and definitely will be a major, major contender, I think, coming down the lane against Fallout Girl. Wide open for third, but you're right, Clayton Braybrook, hot hand. Donnie Annis always has his 2-year-olds ready. Usually ends up very strong, good horses when he races them in the winter. 3 starts, a second and a third, and beyond the budget. You never know. Currently paying $12 on a $2 wager. So Trey, I like the 4, 5, and 2 in race number 3. And good luck. We'll see everybody back in race number 4. $7.70. Both Trey and myself's number one selection here in race number 3. Not so bad value. Current favorite, the 5 horse, paying $2.20 on a $2 wager.
The horses are on the track for post parade. Race number 3. Number 1, Blackjack Charlie, owned by Corey and Betty Manning, trained by Corey Manning, driven today by Kirk Rogers. Number 2, Beyond the Budget, owned by Don and Sheila Annis, trained by Don Annis, driven today by Clayton Braybrook. Number 3 is Scratched. Number 4, Fallout Girl, owned, trained, and driven by Mark Filion. And number 5, Winds of Winter, owned by Arel Voden, trained by Jacqueline Grundy, driven today by Tyler Grundy. The 4 2-year-olds will go to post in race number 3 in less than 2 minutes. And don't forget to mark your calendars. The Red River X returns to Winnipeg August 27th to September 6th out at the Red River X grounds. Hey, Mike, you going this year?
I've got my tickets, and remember, you have to be double vaxxed to enter the grounds, but we almost feel like it's normal when the Red River exhibition is on. They usually go in June, going, I think, around the 26th of August, is it, I believe, or 27th of August? And Garth Rogerson will be making an appearance here next week, the man in charge of what goes on out at the Red River X, to give the horsemen a presentation of what's going to be happening next year. We're going to be having some racing at the Red River X next year, and we're really looking forward to it. And a lot of work done by Garth Rogerson and his crew for sure. And again, we're looking forward to next week and give an update to the horsemen of what we're doing next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the driver change in the program. Number 1, number 1, Blackjack Charlie will be driven by Corey Manning in race number 3. The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 3. Race number 3, sponsored by Prairie Ag and Auto out in Rose Isle, Manitoba. Number 1, Blackjack Charlie, driven by Corey Manning. Number 2, Beyond the Budget, Clayton Braybrook. Number 3 is Scratched. Number 4, Fallout Girl with Mark Fillion. And number 5, Winds of Winter, Tyler Grundy. And your post-time favorite, the 4 2-year-olds up on the gate past the fair start pole. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Beyond the Budget takes that lead. Clayton not messing around today. Sliding in second, Fallout Girl. Blackjack Charlie's in third. And the favorite, Winds of Winter, 6-7 lengths back. Can see them all as they're heading down the backstretch. It's Beyond the Budget leading the way. Fallout Girl's right there in second. Blackjack Charlie gained right there in third. And Winds of Winter as they're coming to the opening quarter. Beyond the Budget setting that pace in 32-1. Fallout Girl racing second. Blackjack Charlie third. Regained all that ground. Winds of Winter right there now in fourth. They're coming down the stretch for the first time. The 4 2-year-olds currently all in a line. Beyond the Budget setting that pace. Fallout Girl in second. Blackjack Charlie racing third. And Winds of Winter. Beyond the Budget set that pace in 104-1 for the opening half mile. Fallout Girl took a quick peek and tucked back in. Blackjack Charlie's in third, now making a move at the back end. Winds of Winter out too wide. Beyond the Budget. Fallout Girl trying to keep up. Winds of Winter now is in third. And Blackjack Charlie is your trailer at the 3/4 mark. Beyond the Budget in 135-1. Fallout Girl trying to chase them down. Tough. Beyond the Budget and Fallout Girl. Blackjack Charlie's now in third again. Winds of Winter trying to take over third. Down the stretch they come. Beyond the Budget. Fallout Girl trying to keep up. It's going to be close, but Beyond the Budget looks to hold on. What a day for Clayton to start this one. Fallout Girl for second. Blackjack Charlie for third. 206-2. Coming to the winner's circle is the unofficial winner of today's third race, Beyond the Budget. 2-year-old brown colt by Ambro Baylor, and Untold Millions bred by Daryl and Sherry Mason, owned by Don and Sheila Annis, trained by Don Annis, and picking up the win, the hot hand, Clayton Braybrook. There you go, big round of applause for Clayton Braybrook and Beyond the Budget. Here are your quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 32 and 1, over the half in 104 and 1, over 3/4 135 and 1, finishing the full mile 206 and 2. And your payouts for race number 3. Number 2, Beyond the Budget, paid $560 to win, $240 to place. Number 4, Fallout Girl, paid $240 to place. The $2 exactor, 2-4, paid $15.40. The $2 triactor, 2-4 with all, that's 2-4 with all, pays $16. And here's your rundown. Number 1, Blackjack Charlie was third. Number 2, Beyond the Budget, your winner. Number 3 was Scratched. Number 4, Fallout Girl was second. And number 5, Winds of Winter was fourth. From the top down, your program should read 3, 1, Scratch, 2, 4 on the bottom. In the upcoming fourth race, no changes. 5 will go to post in 11 minutes. Don't forget to go down to the beer gardens. Hot dogs, hamburgers, cold drinks, and snacks provided by Miami Recreation and Sport Play Space. We thank you for supporting the Railroad Train Park in Miami. Make sure, go get some food down there in between races.
Okay, we're back to race number 4. Got some fillies and mares here, and I think there is a standout here, Trey. Send me a tweet, has found a spot. 7 starts and only 1 win, and that was his last one by Don Hallett. Was a huge favorite at post time. Gets a good post here, post 3. Not a heck of a lot of inside speed, so I expect Don to take this one like he did last week. Wire to wire, and I just think this one will be too hard to catch in this race. A horse I really like, I bet the last couple of weeks. This 5-year-old mare has let me down a little bit, but I think she's loaded in talent, and that's Neely's on the money. Draws the inside. Should get a monster trip in here. It's been pacing miles in 2-1-2-2. Definitely fits with these, and would be no surprise to see Kirk Rogers get the job done in here. Trained by Clayton Braybrook, who we've seen have won 3 races today. Horses are razor sharp in the Clayton Braybrook stable today. So, and for third, I like Baby Badger, Kevin Hildebrandt, driver trainer. He's been pacing miles in and around 2-4, 2-5, 3/3 and 7 starts. This 3-year-old filly is just learning to race, and I think she's getting better with every start. And I think we'll hit the board, I think, here today. But I like the 3, 1, and 2 in race number 4. How about you, Trey?
Yeah, we have the exact same. Don't have much to add. Send me a tweet. Seems to be the obvious favorite looking back. But number 1, Nelly's on the money. Like you said, Clayton having a day, only 3 races, and he's been in the winner's circle all 3 times so far. So really hard, and then gets the inside post in this one. I believe Kirk got his first win of the year earlier with the Clayton trained horse, so maybe Kirk could get his second one in race number 4. And I like Baby Badger too. Always around the 205 mark, like you said. Couple thirds the last couple times out. Had a 229 and 4 last quarter last time. This horse is, I think, gradually getting better, and I think Kevin Hildebrandt can really push this one. Maybe even get the upset, but I'm going to go 3-1-2 in race number 4.
Yeah, and you look at the 3, send me a tweet. When you're looking at horses, I like to see, how they finish rather than how they start as well. And send me a tweet does finish the strongest, 29.30 almost every start, and deserves to be $2.40 currently on the board. So good luck once again, and we'll see everybody. Time for the pick 4, and we think the pick 4 is getting awfully close to $1,000 is the prediction today. If you haven't bet it, get down there and don't be shut out. Should be a lot of fun starting in race number 5. Okay, once again, ladies and gentlemen, nobody's claimed that small black purse from last week. And there's a small gold ring. Not sure if it's a real diamond or a fake diamond. A little cluster ring has been found as well. So everybody is losing wallets, purses, and rings today. So go see Jan Moody at the mutual office if anybody has lost any one of those items. Could be real diamonds.
The horses are on the track for post-parade race number 4. Number 1, Nelly's on the Money, owned by Dave Mooney, trained by Clayton Braybrook, and driven today by Kirk Rogers. Number 2 is Baby Badger, owned by Kevin Hildebrandt and Arel Voden, trained by Kevin Hildebrandt in the bike. Number 3, Send Me a Tweet, owned by Wanda Howlett and Dwayne Taylor, trained by Mark Filion, driven today by Don Howlett. Number 4, Glitter on the Beach, owned by Betty Manning, trained by Betty Manning, Tyler Grundy in the bike, and is absent in post-parade. And number 5, My Oh My, Look at Me Fly, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. The 5 will go to post in less than 2 minutes.
Still good value on the board. Nelly's on the money, $8.50. You like the 3 at $2.40, but if you're looking for value, I think the 1 horse has a realistic shot. Definitely coming close to the 3 here at $8.50 for a $2 wager. Not so bad.
Number 4, Glitter on the Beach, is now on the track. All 5 are on track for race number 4, less than 1 minute to post. As they're gathering down the backstretch, special thanks to Morden, Pembina Valley, Glenboro, Killarney, and Winkler Veterinary Clinic. Complete veterinary services, large, small animals, mobile in-clinic services, after-hour emergencies. Thank you. And now they're called for race number 4. Fillies and Mares, non-winners of a race. Manitoba's allowed 1. Number 1, Nelly's on the Money with Kirk Rogers. Number 2, Baby Badger with Kevin Hildebrand. Number 3, Send Me a Tweet, Don Howlett, and your post-time favorite. Number 4, Glitter on the Beach, Tyler Grundy. And number 5, My Oh My, Look at Me Fly, Corey Manning. Two fillies, 3 mares up on the gate, swinging around the stretch. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Nelly's on the Money. As the inside track takes the lead, Send Me a Tweet, trying to find the front end. Baby Badger slides in 3rd. Glitter on the Beach is 4th. And My Oh My, Look at Me Fly is 5th. They're marching down the backstretch. Nelly's on the Money. Send Me a Tweet, now find a spot in 2nd. Baby Badger racing 3rd. Glitter on the Beach racing 4th. And My Oh My, Look at Me Fly can see them all. Nelly's on the Money has the opening quarter of 30 flat. Send Me a Tweet, the favorite right there in 2nd. Baby Badger racing 3rd. Glitter on the Beach racing 4th. And My Oh My, Look at Me Fly still sees them all as they're coming down the stretch for the very first time here in race 4. No one's made any moves yet. Nelly on the Money, setting that early pace. Send Me a Tweet, not going anywhere 2nd. Nelly's on the Money with an opening half mile of 101 and 1 as they kick it in the clubhouse turn. Still, none of the horses have made a move yet. Nelly's on the Money trying to open it up. Send Me a Tweet, 2 lengths back in 2nd. Baby Badger still racing 3rd. Glitter on the Beach 4th. And My Oh My, Look at Me Fly can see them all. Nelly's on the Money trying to get in the money today. Send Me a Tweet. Now out 2 wide trying to catch up. 131 and 1 for 3/4. Nelly's on the Money. Send Me a Tweet. Really hard to catch up. Baby Badger's in 3rd, but here comes Glitter on the Beach. Down the stretch they come. Nelly's on the Money. Send Me a Tweet. Trying to keep up. Big battle for 3rd, but it's going to be all Nelly's on the Money today. Send Me a Tweet. Really close for 3rd. .202 and 3 looks to have everyone okay after that incident right there at the finish line. 202 and 3 for the mile. Judges inquiry, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a judges inquiry. Coming to the winner circles, the unofficial winner of today's 4th race, Nelly's on the Money. 5-year-old mare by Riverboat King and Desiree Bell. Bred and owned by Dave Mooney, trained by Clayton. Having a day here, 4 races in, and driven today by Kirk Rogers. Big round of applause there. Nelly's on the money with Kirk Rogers. They went over the quarters in 30 flat, over the half in 101 and 1, over the 3/4 131 and 1, finishing the full mile 202 and 3. The inquiry light is down. There will be no change of finish in race number 4. Here's the rundown for race number 4. Number 1, Nelly's on the money, your winner. Number 2, Baby Badger was third. Number 3, Send Me a Tweet was second. Number 4, Glitter on the Beach was fourth. And number 5, My Oh My Look at Me Fly was fifth. From the top down, your program should read 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. And here are your payouts. Number 1, Nelly's on the money, paid $460 to win, $330 to place, $210 to show. Number 3, Send Me a Tweet, paid $210 to place, $210 to show. And number 2, Baby Badger, paid $240 to show. The $2 exactor 1-3 pays $12.20. The $2 triactor 132 pays $23.80. In the upcoming 5th race, there was just the one change. Number 2, Serial Killer, make the driver Mark Villion. The 6 will go to post and start our pick 5 in less than 11 minutes. What a great finish there. Nelly's on the money. 2:02 and 3. Pretty fast time there. Clayton Braybrook, another win in the column today. He's been in the winner's circle in some form 4 straight times. Start the day. Another win for Dave Mooney and Kirk Rogers. That barn's just having a great day, and I don't know how many more races they have, but keep an eye out for those combinations going forward. For race number 5, the start of our pick 4. It's getting close to that 1,000 mark. We need a little bit more to get there. But I'm going to take number 4, little piece of my heart, to take race number 5, Glenn LeDrew, Trevor Williams combo. When these two get together on the program, pretty unstoppable. But this race is actually pretty tough. For second, I went with Zippity Zoom with Tyler Grundy. This horse has 3 straight seconds. Pretty close, pretty fast last quarter times, 29 and 3 last time out, and definitely could give little piece of my heart a run for her money. And for third, I'm going to go with the outside. Jim Strikes It Rich, George Isman. The Ismans are having a good year as well. This horse won last time out, 2:01 and 1. That time might be one of the fastest winning times out of most of these horses in here. But you can't count out the 5. So in my pick 4, I went 3, 4, 5, 6, all in this leg number 1 because it was really hard to pick one horse. What about you, Mike?
Well, I agree. It's definitely the most even race in here. Very difficult to pick a standout because there is none. But I'm going to go, I think, with the Tyler Grundy, Tara Isman combination. Zippity Zoom, 3 consecutive seconds. This horse leaves well, finishes well. 7 for 7 in the top 3. You can't beat that. And I like his last couple of miles in 2-1. And I think Zippity Zoom, it's Tyler Grundy's race to win here. Look at Two Shoes, the 5 horse, currently at 460. Michelle Ray aboard has only driven this horse twice, and he's got the job done both times on this horse again. A credible mile last week and 2:01 last quarter in 29. Two Shoes fits extremely well in here. Little piece of my heart. Third, first. The last 4 starts. Always in the money, I think. 5 for 8 in the top 3, and I like her chances in here. It's a wide open race. And I'm going to box the 3, 5, and 4 in race number 5, Trey. So bet the win 4. Hopefully we get close to $1,000 in here. We'll see everybody back in race number 6. Get to the wickets.
The horses are on the track for post parade. Race number 5, the start of the Miami Fair. Pick 4. Number 1, Me So Classy, owned by Vince Sutherland and Alan Bryden and Lorraine Ray, trained by Lorraine Ray and driven today by Dean Ray. Number 2 is Serial Killer, owned by Mark Fillion and Wanda Howlett, trained by Mark Fillion and driven today by Mark himself. Number 3, Zippity Zoo, owned and trained by Tara Isman, driven today by Tyler Grundy. Number 4, Little Piece of My Heart, owned and trained by Trevor Williams, Glenn LeDrew, and the bike. Number 5 is Two Shoes, owned by Dennis Shapala, trained by Dennis, driven today by Michelle Ray. And number 6, Jim Strikes It Rich, owned by Tara and Garrett Isman, trained by Tara, George Isman, and the bike. The 6 will go to post in less than 3 minutes and get in on that pick 4. Double carryover coming into today. Less than 1 minute to post, over $700 in that pick 4. Last chance to get in on it as the horses start gathering down the backstretch for race number 5. as they're getting called for race number 5. I want to thank Our Way Ag in St. Claude sponsoring the program for race number 5 and the start of the Miami Fair. Pick 4. Double carryover, $717 currently in the pool as they're getting called race number 5. Number 1, Me So Classy with Dean Ray. Number 2, Serial Killer with Mark Fillion. Number 3, Zippity Zoom, Tyler Grundy. Number 4, Little Piece of My Heart with Glenn LeDrew. Number 5, Two Shoes with Michelle Ray. And the slight post-time favorite. And number 6, Jim Strikes It Rich, George Ismond. Your current long shot on the outside. 6, Pacers up on the gate, swinging around the stretch. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Me So Classy gets the inside track, takes the lead. Zippity Zoom and Little Piece of My Heart battling out for second. Serial Killer slides in fourth. Two Shoes is racing fifth. And Jim Strikes It Rich, your trailer. Down the backstretch they go. Me So Classy makes it tough. Zippity Zoom's now in second. Little Piece of My Heart has to find the inside third. Two Shoes catching up to the front of the pack fourth. Me So Classy, 29-1. Really making them work out there early is Dean Ray. And second, Zippity Zoom. Little Piece of My Heart third. Your post-time favorite, Two Shoes, is racing fourth. Serial Killer racing in fifth. And Jim Strikes It Rich can see them all. All 6 Pacers in a line. No one's trying to make a move yet. Me So Classy setting that pace at the half. 59-3 as they're kicking it in the clubhouse turn. Me So Classy. Little Piece of My Heart now out 2 wide. Two Shoes trying to charge up. Following. Down the backstretch they go. Me So Classy still leading the way. Little Piece of My Heart in second. Boxed in, Zippity Zoom. Two Shoes out. Might be 3 wide at the 3/4 mark. Jim Strikes It Rich gaining ground and Serial Killer. 129-3. Me So Classy not giving up that lead. Here comes Little Piece of My Heart. Two Shoes, 3 wide. It's a thoroughbred race. It's hard to tell where they are. Me So Classy, Little Piece of My Heart. Two Shoes, 3 wide. Trying to find some room is Zippity Zoom out wide. Jim Strikes It Rich at the wire. Who's going to get this one? It's going to be tight. Little Piece of My Heart. Two Shoes. Serial Killer. 201. 201 flat. At the wire, number 4, Little Piece of Your Heart, or Little Piece of My Heart, your unofficial winner of race number 5. Coming to the winner's circle is the unofficial winner of today's 5th race, Little Piece of My Heart, 3-year-old Bay filly by Better Than Cheddar and Red Star Sugar. Owned and trained by Trevor Williams, driven today by Glenn LeDrew. There you go, give a big round of applause. Little Piece of My Heart and Glenn LeDrew picking up the new lifetime mark of 2:01 flat. Here are your quarter times. Went over the first quarter in 29-1, over the half in 59-3, over the 3 quarters 129-3, and 2:01 for the mile new lifetime mark for a Little Piece of My Heart. Here's your rundown for race number 5. Number 1, Miso Classy, was 5th. Number 2, Serial Killer, was 3rd. Number 3, Zippity Zoom, was 6th. Number 4, Little Piece of My Heart, your winner. Number 5, Two Shoes, was 2nd. And number 6, Jim Strikes It Rich, was 4th. From the top down, your program should read 5, 3, 6, 1, 2, 4 on the bottom. And here's your payouts. Number 4, Little Piece of My Heart, pays $8.50 to win, $4 to place, $2.80 to show. Number 5, Two Shoes, pays $3.30 to place, $2.70 to show. And number 2, Serial Killer, pays $9 to show. The $2 exactor, 4-5, pays $31.20. The $2 triactor, 4-5-2, pays $129. In the upcoming 6th race, there is the one change. Number 5, Rusty's Flying. In the bike now, Christopher Brown. That's Chris Brown will drive. Number 5, Rusty's Flying. The 6 will go to post in less than 11 minutes.
Well, I'll tell you, Trey, that was by far, if you look at the photo in this race, 5 horses across the line within a half a length of each other. Judges had a hard job there determining first to fifth. I'll tell you, what a race.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
a cavalry charge in the last eighth of a mile like I haven't seen all year. And good drive by Glenn LeDrew and trainer Trevor Williams. Excellent race, an even race, and a lot of fun to watch. Race number 6, we have a 6-horse field. I'm going to go right to the inside. Buck Rogers, again with Glenn LeDrew on the inside. This horse, if he could only leave a little and be close to the front, I think would be a monster. Like, I mean, he's pacing miles in 59 and 2 minutes, but he's way out of it at the half. He has to close like a bearcat coming home. He usually comes home in about 58 seconds last half, and I think he's going to do the same again. He's going to lay back and watch this horse go at the 3/4 pole. You are going to see Glenn LeDrew cover one heck of a lot of real estate and absolutely flying down the stretch. Horse for second, Drive It Like You Stole It. Dean Ray, 2 wins in the last 3 starts in the second. A really nice 3-year-old horse here. Pacing miles in and around 2 minutes. Like, he's an excellent horse. Post position 6 might hurt this horse's chances because that's hard on the outside, and currently paying $16.60. Again, I talk about value. Excellent value on the 6-horse currently. Wide open for third. Let's go with Chris Brown. He's driven about 4 starts with Trevor. I think he's got 3 wins. Rusty Flying, qualified. Take a look at that qualifying time.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd that come from? 2 minutes. Horse was pacing around 2:09, 2:10. You do see 1 mile in the Fillies and Mares Open July 17th. He broke and finished 4th and paced a mile in 2:1. If stays flat, you might get a price on this one, but I do like him for a 3rd place finish because of the inconsistency, and this horse has not sold me thus far. Really like the 1 Buck Rogers, followed by the 6 and the 5. Looks to be another good one,
Well,
Trey.
yeah, you're talking about price. Currently, that 5 is the favorite, so people are betting the Trevor Williams Chris Brown combo. And I took the 5 in this one. That qualifier, 2 minutes and 1. I took my pick thinking Trevor was going to drive this one. Chris, my boy, he's going to come up big with a win here. I call it. And for second, I'm going to go with Buck Rogers. I think Glenn and Chris are going to duke this one out. And for third, I'm going to go with State Your Case. Currently the long shot on the board, but I think, George was really close to stealing that last one. Like you said, 5 horses wide. I think he was the far outside one, and he almost snuck in that one and to probably ruin a lot of pick 4s. But I'm going to go 5 with the program long shot, but the current on the board favorite, Rusty's Flying, to take this one.
Should be a good try-actor payoff on this one. You watch. I think you get 1 outsider. This is a pretty even bunch of horses. Unless you look at the times with Buck Rogers has paced 59 2 minutes. Otherwise, a pretty even race, which means a good payout here, Trey. So we'll see everybody back in race number 7. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something that's almost unheard of. You look at Rusty's Flying, this 13-year-old mare, has more wins, this mare, than any mare in North America, with 106 lifetime wins, 345,000 and a piece earnings here. That's something to be proud of on Rustin Flying. It's still going at 13 and 106 lifetime wins to the winning circle. That's crazy.
The horses are on track for post parade. Race number 6. Non-winners 3, fillies and mares 4. Races lifetime. Number 1, Buck Rogers, owned and trained by Trevor Williams, Glenn LeDrew in the bike. Number 2 is State Your Case, owned by Tara and Garrett Isman, trained by Tara Isman, George Isman in the bike. Number 3, Da Little Beast, owned and trained by Arthur Ray, Tyler Grundy in control. Number 4, Promise Me a Win, owned by Richard and Janet Ray, trained by Richard Ray, Michelle Ray in the bike. Number 5, Rusty's Flying, owned by David Watson and Chris Bjarnson, trained by Trevor Williams, Christopher Brown in the bike. And number 6, Drive Like You Stole It, owned by Kayla and Chase Ray, Michelle Mowat, and David Bryden, trained by Lorraine Ray, driven today by Dean Ray, and is currently stepping onto the track and will be coming around the grandstands momentarily. So the 6 will go to post in less than 1 minute. It is less than 1 minute to post time in race number 6, less than 1 minute. As the horses gather down the backstretch, Elm Creek Equine is the sponsor of race 6 in the program. Equine Vet Services, Reproduction, Dentistry, Child Acupuncture. That's Elm Creek Equine. As their horses are called to the starting gate, race number 6. Non-winners 3, fillies and mares 4, races lifetime. Number 1, Buck Rogers with Glenn LeDrew. Number 2, State Your Case, George Isman. Number 3, Da Little Beast with Tyler Grundy. Number 4, Promise Me a Win, Michelle Ray. Number 5, Rusty's Flying, Chris Brown, and your slight post-time favorite. And number 6, Drive Like You Stole It with Dean Ray. The 6 Pacers up on the gate, swinging around the stretch. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Drive Like You Stole It, trying to charge to the front end, but State Your Case gets the early lead. Drive Like You Stole It, still charging out too wide. The Little B slides in third. Buck Rogers was your post-time favorite, now fourth. That would be Promise Me a Wins in fifth. And Rusty's Flying, can see them all as they're marching down the backstretch. Drive Like You Stole It, setting that early pace. State Your Case in second. The Little Beast in third. Drive Like You Stole It, 30-1 opening quarter. State Your Case racing second. The Little Beast racing third. Buck Rogers sitting in fourth. Promise Me a Wins racing fifth. And Rusty's Flying as they're marching down the stretch for the very first time. Drive Like You Stole It. All 6 sitting on the inside. No one making a real move yet at the half. Drive Like You Stole It, 1 minute and 1/5 opening half mile. State Your Case racing in second. The Little Beast now charging up the outside third. Buck Rogers also out too wide, still in fourth. Promise Me a Wins in fifth. And Rusty's Flying, can see them all. The Little Beast and Drive Like You Stole It, battling it out. State Your Case is in third. Here, Buck Rogers is still waiting in fourth. Promise Me a Wins on the inside fifth. And Rusty's Flying. 1:30-3. Drive Like You Stole It. Might steal this one. Out 3 wide. Buck Rogers is flying on the outside. State Your Case is boxed in third. As they're down the stretch, Drive Like You Stole It. Buck Rogers charging. Buck Rogers takes the lead. It's all Buck Rogers at the last. Drive Like You Stole It for second. Promise Me a Win for third. 2:01-1. Coming to the winner circles, the unofficial winner of today's 6th race, Buck Rogers. 3-year-old bay colt by Trueland Hanover and Art and Inspiration, owned by Trevor Williams, trained by Trevor, and picking up the win, Glenn LeDrew. Oh, give a round of applause for Buck Rogers and Lightning Glenn LeDrew. Here's your quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 30 and 1, over the half in 1 minute and 1, over the 3 quarters 1:30 and 3, finished the full mile 2:01 and 1. And here's your rundown. Number 1, Buck Rogers, your winner. Number 2, State Your Case, was 5th. Number 3, The Little Beast, was 4th. Number 4, Promise Me a Win, was 3rd. Number 5, Rusty's Flying, was 6th. And number 6, Drive Like You Stole It, was 2nd. From the top down, your program should read 1, 5, 4, 3, 6, 2 on the bottom. And here are your payouts. Number 1, Buck Rogers, paid $440 to win, $240 to place, $230 to show. Number 6, Drive Like You Stole It, paid $250 to place, $210 to show. And number 4, Promise Me a Win, paid $410 to show. The $2 exactor 1-6 paid $9.30. The $2 triactor 164 paid $27.40. In the upcoming 7th race, there was the one change. Number 3, Having Fun in the Sun, was scratched. Number 3, Having Fun in the Sun, is scratched. And there's no show wagering in race number 7. The 4 fillies will go to post in less than 10 minutes. Well, what a finish there. Buck Rogers with Glenn LeDrew. Horse came back from about 4th or 5th to win that one down the stretch. Drive Like You Stole It led most of the way there. Pretty good finish. We have some good finishes today, Mike. But now we're going to jump to race number 7. 4 will go to post. No show wagering. I'm going to go with my favorite horse, and Mike knows this pretty well. Number 5, Electric Amadeus. Had the win 2 weeks out in 2:05 and 3. I just really like this horse, and I put it in my pick 5, kind of as maybe my long shot that no one else would have, but it's currently the tied for the post favorite. So I'm going to go with 5. For second, I'm going to go with number 1, Bits and Bites. You know, last time out finished second in 205, got its first win 2 times out. Again, I'm just going to go with the experience in number 5, but those 2-year-olds, 1 and 2, definitely have a shot, and I put Sassy Libby to round out my triactor. But before we turn over to Mike, keep an eye on the 4. Clayton's having a day today, making its first start, so really an unknown factor. But Clayton, as trainer and driver, is having a pretty good day, but I'm going to go 5-1-2. What about you, Mike?
I had a tough call on this one, but I'm going to go with the 2-horse, Sassy Libby. Mark Filion, driver, trainer. Hasn't been worse than 3rd in 4 starts. I like that mile he paced in June 26th, the first weekend, in 2-3. He hasn't come back to that mile thus far, but he was interfered with last week and was parked out most of that mile. And I thought he ran a pretty good race in 2-5, considering the real estate he had to cover on the outside. Comes out of post position 2 today, and the last time he's done that, he's gotten to the top both times and win one and finish second. So I think Sassy Libby will be the one to beat, and I like her chances here. Horse for second, I am going to go to Electric Amadeus. I just couldn't take this one. To me, the horse is just too inconsistent. Did pace the fastest mile by about 15 lengths last week in 2, 2, and 4. But I just don't like the consistency on this horse. But I think he definitely will be in the top 3, and I got him for my exactor pick. Wide open for third. I'm going to take Bits and Bites with Daryl Mason on the inside. Looks like a real nice 2-year-old Donnie Annis has here. He's got a win in a second, no disgrace at all. Horse is getting better with every start. And I think Bits and Bites will get a good trip in here and should be right there. So I like the 2, 5, and 1. Even though it's a 4-horse field here, I think it's a good betting race. And it should be quite interesting at the wire tray. So we'll see everybody back in race number 8 for the horses in Geldings Open, usually the best race of the day. Good luck.
The horses are on the track for post-parade. Race number 7, Fillies and Mares, non-winners of a race. Manitoba bred allowed 1. Number 1, Bits and Bites, owned by Don and Sheila Annis, trained by Don Annis, driven today by Daryl Mason. Number 2 is Sassy Libby, owned by Arel Voden and Mark Filion, trained by Mark and driven today by Mark. Number 3 is Scratched, Number 4, Irish Gene, owned by Dave Mooney and Clayton Braybrook, trained by Clayton, driven by Clayton, making its first race debut today. And number 5, Electric Amethyst, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. And here she comes right now. The 4 will go to post in less than 2 minutes. Less than 1 minute to post, less than 1 minute till race number 7. Less than a minute to post time. The starting gate has called them for race number 7. They're gathering down the backstretch. Race number 7 in the program sponsor, Cobb's Plumbing and Heating, out of Portage La Prairie. Plumbing, heating, air conditioning. Make sure to go to Cobb's Plumbing and Heating. As the horses are called to the starting gate, race number 7. Number 1, Fits and Bites with Daryl Mason. Number 2, Sassy Libby with Mark Fillion. 3 is Scratched. 4, Irish Gene, Clayton Braybrook in the bike. And number 5, Electric Amethyst with Corey Manning. And your slight post-time favorite. Money spread around pretty even on the 4 fillies and the mare. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Sassy Libby trying to take the inside lead. Bits and Bites is in second. On the far outside, Electric Amethyst charging to the front end. Kind of stopped there in third. And then Irish Jean is your trailer. They're marching down the backstretch. Sassy Libby with Mark Filion setting that early pace. Bits and Bites was your post time favorite with a slight change to 4:30 there. Is in second. Electric Amethyst is in third. And Irish Jean can see them all. At the Sassy Libby 32 and 3 opening quarter. Bits and Bites not going anywhere second. Electric Amethyst is in third. And Irish Jean making her debut still can see them all as they're coming down the stretch for the very first time. 3 fillies in the mare all in a nice line. Sassy Libby with an opening half of 105 and 1. As they kick into the clubhouse turn, Bits and Bites about a 2 lengths back. Electric Amethyst in third, but Irish Jean still there in fourth as marching down the backstretch. Bits and Bites closing that gap. Electric Amethyst as well. Bits and Bites now making a move out too wide. On the inside, Sassy Libby. Electric Amethyst right there in third at the 3/4 mark. 1:36 and 3. Sassy Libby trying to win this wire to wire. Bits and Bites out too wide. Here comes Irish Jean as well. Electric Amethyst, don't count her out. Down the stretch they come. 4 wide, coming home. Sassy Libby on the inside. Bits and Bites out too wide. Here comes Electric Amethyst. It's going to be tight at the wire. Looks like Sassy Libby, Bits and Bites, Electric Amethyst. 206 flat. Coming to the winner's circles, the unofficial winner of today's 7th race, Sassy Libby, 2-year-old bay filly. Bred by Arel Voden and Mark Filion, owned by Arel and Mark, trained by Mark, and driven today by Mark. New lifetime mark, 206 flat. So give me a round of applause for Sassy Libby with Mark Filion. Here are your quarter times. They went to the first quarter in 32 and 3. Over the half in 105-1. Over the 3/4, 136-3. Finishing the full mile 2:06 flat. And like I said, new lifetime mark for Sassy Libby. And here's your rundown. Number 1, Bits and Bites, was second. Number 2, Sassy Libby, your winner. Number 3 was Scratched. Number 4, Irish Jean, was fourth. And number 5, Electric Amethyst, was third. From the top down, your program should read 2, 1, Scratch, 4, 3 on the bottom. The payouts for race number 7. Number 2, Sassy Libby, paid $6.30 to win, $3.20 to place. Number 1, Bits and Bites, paid $2.50 to place. $2 exactor 2-1, paid $15.90. $2 triactor 215, paid $10.60. The upcoming 8th race, Horse and Geldings opened. No changes. The 5 geldings will go to post in less than 10 minutes. Our pick 4 pool looked to be $1,017. If you have 2, 4, or 5 going in this race, you win the whole pool, it looks like, of $1,017. So make sure you keep an eye on those pick 4 tickets going into the last leg here. Race number 8 in 9 minutes.
Well, Trey, that win 4 did go over $1,000. I figured it would. Yeah, be honest with you, I'm still kicking on a couple here, and that $1,000 wouldn't look so bad. Anyway, this open. It's literally wide open. I'm going to go with Read the Proposal. Why not? 8 for 11 this year. Tons of early speed. Did have a week off last week. Paced miles as fast as 58. A couple of weeks ago, win it in 2-1 in a piece. But Read the Proposal, absolutely razor sharp. And I think it won't win it easy. This is going to be a close horse race. Horse to watch out for. I did take this horse in my pick 4 as well. No ticket sold on him. And you got to watch out for this one. Don't rock the boat. Was in the 3,500 claimers last week. But look at that mile. He finished second in 59 and 4, beaten by Red Star Tiger. but did go faster. I know time doesn't mean everything, Trey, but did go faster than the Open did last week. And I think he fits with this 5-horse field. So we can't count out Don't Rock the Boat, driver Don Hallett, trainer Kevin Hildebrand. Clayton Braybrook, one way or another in the winning circle 4 times today. Apagajatura will be flying coming home. Usually when his stable's sharp, it stays sharp. And they are razor sharp today. So don't be surprised to see the two flying down and Clayton going for the drive for 5 in race number 8. But I'm going to go with the 3, 4, and 2. How about you, Trey?
Yeah, I'm completely out of the pick 4. Sassy Libby messed me up in that one, but that's okay. Looks to have someone's going to be going home with a lot of money potentially today. But I took the 3, Read the Proposal. That's a pretty solid year. 4 wins already this year, looking for 5. And with Glenn LeDrew, Trevor Williams trained, I think that horse has the slight edge in this one. But for second, I went to the outside. Baylor out, 2 straight seconds. Slightly getting better every week. This horse kind of had disappointed me at the beginning of the year, but coming into some form here. And for third, I'm going to go with Senga Savannah. This horse on the inside had some big wins a few weeks ago, early in July. Has a couple fourths the last few weeks. If Jacqueline and Tyler Grundy can get him going, this horse can definitely be in the mix. But yeah, Don't Rock the Boat, 159 and 4. Hard to stay away from that one, and hard to stay away from the Clayton Braybrook barn, who, like you said, is having a hot day. This one could be all over. Anyone has a shot in this one, but officially I'm going to go 3, 5, and 1 in the Horse and Geldings Open.
Can't wait. See everybody back. Race number 9.
Here are the will pays for the pick 4. If number 1, Senga Savannah, wins, the winning ticket will go for $508.50. If number 2, Apagatura, wins, the winning ticket will go for $1,017.05. If number 3, Read the Proposal, wins, the pick 4 winning ticket will go for $40.65. If number 4, Don't Rock the Boat, wins, will go for $1,017.05. And number 5, Baylor Out, $1,017.05. No carryover going into next week. Someone will win the Miami Fair pick 4 in less than 4 minutes to post. The horse are on the track for post parade race number 8, Horse and Geldings Open. Number 1, Sanga Savannah, owned by Jacqueline Grundy, trained by Jacqueline, driven today by Tyler. Number 2 is Apagatura, owned by Glenda Giles, trained by Clayton Braybrook, driven today by Clayton. Number 3, Read the Proposal, owned by Adam Mace and Trevor Williams, trained by Trevor, driven today by Glenn LeDrew. Number 4, Don't Rock the Boat, owned by Kevin Hildebrandt, trained by Kevin, driven today by Don Howlett. And number 5, Baylor Out, owned, trained, and driven by Mark Filion. The 5 geldings will go to post for the Open, $2,350 in the purse in less than 1 minute, and someone's winning that big pick 4. As the horses are gathering down the backstretch, Rolling Plains Veterinary Corporation is the sponsor of race 8, St. Claude, Carmen, and Notre Dame de Lourdes. That's Rolling Plains Veterinary Corporation. Horses are called to the starting gate. Race number 8, Horse and Geldings Open. Final leg of our pick 4. Number 1, Sanga Savannah with Tyler Grundy in the bike. Number 2, Apagatura, hot-handed Clayton Braybrook. Number 3, Read the Proposal with Glenn LeDrew and your post-time favorite. Number 4, Don't Rock the Boat, Don Howlett, the birthday boy yesterday. And number 5, Baylor Out, Mark Filion. 5 geldings up on the gate. $2,350 for the Open. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Read the Proposal, charging to the front end. Sanga Savannah right there in second. Apagatura racing in third. Baylor Out then fourth. And Don't Rock the Boat. Can see them all as they're marching down the backstretch. Read the Proposal. Sangha Savannah is in second. Racing third, Apagatura. Baylor Out's in fourth. But Don't Rock the Boat's right there in fifth as they're coming to the opening quarter. Read the Proposal. Did it in 30 flat. Sangha Savannah racing in second. Apagatura in third. Baylor Out still in fourth. And Don't Rock the Boat. No movement yet as they're coming down the stretch for the first time here in the open. Read the Proposal with Glenn LeDrew setting that pace. Now popping out first is Apagatura at the half, followed by Baylor Out. Read the Proposal, 102 flat for the opening half mile as they kick it in the clubhouse turn. Apagatura Out 2 wide. Boxed in, Sangha Savannah third. Baylor Out's now in fourth. Don't Rock the Boat, still trailing. Marching down that backstretch. Read the Proposal and Apagatura. Sangha Savannah is right there in third. Baylor Out fading a bit fourth. 1:30 at the 3/4. Read the Proposal. Apagatura caught out 2 wide. Sangha Savannah on the inside third. Don't Rock the Boat. And Sangha Savannah battling for fourth. Down the stretch they come here in the open. Read the Proposal. And Apagatura battling it out. It's going to be tight. Looks like. Read the Proposal. Apagatura. Sangha Savannah. 2 minutes and 1 for the mile. Coming to the winner's circles, the unofficial winner of today's 8th race, Horse and Geldings Open. Read the Proposal. 9-year-old Bay Gelding by Better's Delight and Horn by Lucky. Owned by Adam Mace and Trevor Williams. Trained by Trevor and driven today by Glenn LeDrew. There we go. Give a big round of applause. Read the Proposal. 5th win of the season with Glenn LeDrew. Here are their times. They went over the quarter in 30 flat, over the half in 102 flat, over 3/4 1:30 and 3, finishing the full mile in 2 minutes and 1. Here's your rundown for race number 8. Number 1, Sangha Savannah was 3rd. Number 2, Apagatura was 2nd. Number 3, Read the Proposal, your winner. Number 4, Don't Rock the Boat was 4th. And number 5, Baylor Out was 5th. The top down your program should read 3, 2, 1, 4, 5 on the bottom. And here are your payouts. Number 3, Read the Proposal, won $360 to win, $350 to place, $280 to show. Number 2, Apagatura, paid $580 to place, $560 to show. And number 1, Senga Savannah, paid $350 to show. The $2 Exactor 3-2 paid $28.50. The $2 Triactor 3-2-1 paid $41 even. And the $1 Pick 4 1, 2, 3, $40.65. In the upcoming 9th race, no changes. 5 geldings will go to post in our claimer in less than 12 minutes. Well, what a big win there by Read the Proposal and Glenn LeDrew. 5th win of the year here in Miami. So congratulations to Glenn LeDrew, Trevor Williams, Adam Mason, that whole barn, picking up the win there in the Horse and Geldings Open. But we jump to race number 9, the Claimers. Probably one of our more exciting races. These horses go almost faster than the open horses do. And I'm going to kick it off with number 4, Red Star Tiger, going for a second win. Last time in 159 and 3. This horse, you know, always seems to be around the top here in the claimers. And I think this one has a good shot at taking this one. For second, I'm going to go with the inside rail horse, Liz Place. Last time out, got 6th, but started on the outside. This time, drops claiming price, gets the inside position, and I think Glenn LeDrew could take a chance and go wire to wire with this one. But I think Red Star Tiger will chase him down at the end. Pretty wide open for third. I went to the 10-1 program long shot Marv the Rat on the outside. Won this race, 2 weeks ago in 203 and 3. Almost won this race in July 10th. Just had a little break at the end and got placed second. This horse definitely keeps up. Had a good winter in Cal-X, racing in 154 out there, coming back to Miami. So I'm going to go 4-1-5 in race number 9. But my daily double is going to be a 4-4 daily double with Red Star Tiger in the 9th. And in the 10th, I'm going to go with another Mason entry, Hurry Home, to end my day. What about you, Mike?
Well, the first time today that we've actually agreed exactly 48 lifetime wins for this 13-year-old Red Star Tiger. He's brave. He's very seldom out of the top 3. 7 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. Loved that mile last week in 59 and 3. Dug in very, very strong in the last 1/8 of a mile and impressed the heck out of me in that race. And for that reason, I'm going to take him as my number 1 selection. Liz placed inside. This 10-year-old gelding is what I call, he cheats, this horse. When he gets far back, he just doesn't try hard. When he's close in the top 2 or 3, he's a different racehorse. He draws the inside. Expect an extremely fast half here. And I think Liz Placed will challenge. It's going to be these 2 at the end. But Liz Placed would not surprise me to get the job done in here. But I definitely think the 4 and 1 are going to be dueling it out at the wire. And I agree with you, Marv the Rat. Never far out of it. Goes from 3,500 last week to 5,500. Draws the far outside. Has got a win in this class before. No slouch. But I think Red Star Tiger, Liz Placed, and Marv the Rat. And I agree with you, Trey, for the daily double, Red Star Tiger and Hurry Home, Sharp as a Tack. So that's my late daily double. Good luck. We'll see everybody back for the finale in race number 10.
Horse are on track for post-parade race number 9, our claimers here in Miami Fair. Number 1, Liz Place, owned by Trevor Williams and Mike Williams and Arel Voden, trained by Trevor Williams, Glenn LeDrew in the bike. Number 2 is Next Thing Smokin', owned by Kevin Hildebrandt and Arel Voden, trained by Kevin, driven today by Mark Villion. Number 3 is Great Quote, owned by Melanie Ray Clark and Skylar and Austin Clark, trained by Melanie, driven today by Michelle Ray. Number 4, Red Star Tiger, owned by Sherry and Daryl Mason, trained by Sherry Mason, Daryl Mason and the bike. And number 5, Marv the Rat, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. The 5 geldings will go to post in our claimers in less than 3 minutes. The horses are called starting gate for race number 9. Race number 9 sponsor Point West Electrical Services, Portage La Prairie, industrial, commercial, and residential. Point West Electrical Service. They're called for the claimers. Number 1, Liz Placed with Glenn LeDrew in your post-time favorite. Number 2, Next Thing Smokin', Mark Dillion. Number 3, Great Quote, Michelle Ray. Number 4, Red Star Tiger and Daryl Mason. And number 5, Marv the Rat, Corey Manning. 5 geldings up on the gate in our claimers. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Liz Placed taking that early inside lead. Next Thing Smoking trying to slide in now third. Red Star Tiger charging to the front end. Great Quotes in fourth. And Marv the Rat Can see them all. They're battling it out down the backstretch. Liz placed and Red Star Tiger. Next thing, Smoking, just watching that battle in third. Great Quotes in fourth, and Marv the Rat. 27-4 opening quarter. Liz placed. Now your leader outright, Red Star Tiger, settles in second. Great. Next thing, Smoking is third. Now out 2 wide, making a move. Great Quote is in fourth, and Marv the Rat still trailing. They're coming down the stretch for the first time. 4 in, 1 out. Liz placed. Next thing, Smoking, challenging now for the front end. 58-1. This is our claimers, ladies and gentlemen, as they kick it out to the clubhouse turn for that final time, race 9. Liz placed. Next thing, Smoking out 2 wide. Red Star Tiger boxed in third. Now charging from the back of the pack is that Rat, Marv the Rat. Liz placed. Marv the Rat's out 3 wide. Next thing, Smoking's in third. Liz placed 1:28-4. Liz placed. Marv the Rat looks to have a noselead in second. Red Star Tiger on the inside third. Next thing, Smoking's fading back with Great Quote. Down the stretch they come. Liz placed with Glenn LeDrew. Marv the Rat and Red Star Tiger are charging late. It's going to be Liz placed. Battle for second. Marv the Rat. Red Star Tiger for third. 1:59-3. Coming to the winner circles, your unofficial winner of today's 9th race, Liz Place. 10-year-old bay gelding by Liz Mara and Jenny's Place, owned by Trevor Williams and Mike Williams and Arel Voden, trained by Trevor, and picking up the win, Glenn LeDrew. Well, give a big round of applause for Liz Place and Glenn LeDrew. They went over the quarter, 27-4. Over the half, 58-1. Over the 3 quarters, 128-4. Finishing the full mile, 159-3. Here's your rundown. Number 1, Liz Placed, your winner. Number 2, Next Thing Smokin' was 5th. Number 3, Great Quote was 4th. Number 4, Red Star Tiger was 3rd. And number 5, Marv the Rat was 2nd. From the top down, your program should read 1, 5, 4, 3, 2 on the bottom. Your payouts in 1 moment. Number 1, Liz Place paid $3.30 to win, $2.80 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 5, Marv the Rat paid $3.70 to place, $2.90 to show. And number 4, Red Star Tiger paid $2.10 to show. The $2 exactor 1-5 paid $22.60. The $2 triactor 154 paid $58.30. In the upcoming 10th race, our finale today, Fillies and Mares Open, no changes. 5 mares will go to post in less than 11 minutes.
Well, Trey, these claimers are something else.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the last most weeks you find the claimers are going faster than the open. Again, we showed that here today. A mile and 59 and 3, just a little bit quicker than the open. So it's always a tough race, these old claimers. Let's go race number 10. We got the Fillies and Mares Open here. And what a nice 5-horse field here. I picked this horse pretty well almost every time he's come here, and I think I only missed it once. And that's Hurry Home with Daryl Mason. 5 wins, a second and a third, and pacing miles under 2 minutes 3 or 4 times so far this year here on the circuit in Miami Fair. This 4-year-old mare's got a ton of speed, and Farmer Strikes Back, or Farmer Strikes Fame, I think is about the only one that might hurt Hurry Home's chances as far as getting to the front end, because that horse can leave a ton. But I'm going to stick with Hurry Home, bold and sporty. He's got 3 wins and 6 starts. Tough 4-year-old mare as well. Glenn Drew, I think he's got either 3 or 4. I think he's got 4 wins so far today. Yeah, he does. Him and Clayton both have 4. And Farmer Strikes Fame with Chris Brown. He got the job done last week from the 4-hole, got to the top and wired the field. I expect he's going to try to do the same here, but I think he's going to be having tougher company with Hurry Home and Bold and Sporty. So I'm going to take the 4, 5, and 3 here in the finale in race number 10.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to take the 4, Hurry Home, like you said. 4 for 5 since coming to Miami, and that one time it didn't win, finished second. Sorry. All the times have been almost under 2 minutes. Like I can't. This mare can almost pop into the open as well, like Bold and Sporty has. Or no, not Bold and Sporty. Pure Edition. Your other horse, Pure Edition, has, right. Those 2 horses definitely could bump into the open. So I'm going to take Hurry Home in this one. For second, I'm going to go with Chris Brown, Farmer Strikes Fame. Did the job last time in the non-winners, bumping up in class a little bit. Chris, the driver, could go wire to wire, could try to fight for the front end, but have to watch out for Hurry Home. And for third, I'm going to go with Bold and Sporty on the outside, the LeDrew Williams combo again. So I'm going to go 4, 3, 5 in this one, but hard to keep out the 1 and the 2. But before we go to post, I want to thank my guest handicapper this week, Ken G, for doing the post selections and being up on the board with us all throughout the day. Really much appreciated.
Right on. And next week, we got the big race. We got the final of the Futurity, an 8-horse field. And what a race that is going to be. You got to stay tuned for that one. I think we're going to see a pretty fast mile.
I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah.
That's going to be one heck of a horse race. So good luck, everybody, and we'll see everybody back next week, and hopefully you tune in. Thanks a lot, guys.
The horses are on track for post parade for race number 10, Fillies and Mares Open. Number 1, Tammy Blue, owned, trained, and driven, Clayton Braybrook. Number 2, A Cowboy's Dream, owned by Tyler Voden, trained by Jacqueline Grundy, Tyler Grundy in the bike. Number 3, Farmer Strikes Fame, owned by Trevor Williams, trained by Trevor, Christopher Brown in charge. Number 4, Hurry Home, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason, trained by Sherry, driven today by Daryl. And number 5, Bold and Sporty, owned by R.L. Voden, trained by Trevor Williams, Glenn LeDrew in the bike. The 5 mares will go to post in the Fillies and Mares Open in less than 4 minutes. Less than 1 minute to post time. Less than 1 minute for our finale. Phillies and Mares Open, going for $2,000. 3 and 4. That's Farmer Strikes Fame and Hurry Home. Pretty tight for post time favorites. Right here in front of the grandstands, number 3, current favorite with Chris Brown in the bike. As they're gathering down the backstretch, reminder, the Red River X returns August 27th to September 6th at the Red River Fairgrounds in Winnipeg. And tune in next week, August 21st, Maturity Finals, 8 3-year-olds. Go for our big race of the year. But they're called to the gate, race number 10 right now. Phillies and Mares Open. Number 1, Tammy Blue with Clayton Braybrook. Number 2, a Cowboys Dream, Tyler Grundy. Number 3, Farmer Strikes Fame, Chris Brown. Number 4, Hurry Home with Daryl Mason. And number 5, Bold and Sporty, Glenn LeDrew. The 3 and 4, pretty tight for your post-time favorites. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Cowboys Dream trying to charge to the front end. Farmer Strikes Fame trying to slide in second. Hurry Home is third. Chris Brown says no to that, tries to take the front end. Tammy Blue's in fourth, and Bold and Sporty can see them all. Cowboys Dream and Farmer Strikes Fame battling it out down the backstretch. Hurry Home just watching it in third as they're hitting the first quarter. 28 and 2. These mares are flying. Cowboys Dream, Farmer Strikes Fame caught out too wide. Hurry Home on the inside, now second. Tammy Blue is fourth, and Bold and Sporty is trailing. As they're coming down the stretch for the first time, Farmer Strikes Fame slides now in third. Cowboys Dream setting that pace. Hurry Home's in second. 58 and 1 opening half mile. Cowboys Dream. Hurry Home's in second. Here comes Tammy Blue now charging third. Bold and Sporty on the outside too. Farmer Strikes Fame, your favorite, doesn't have enough juice left. Cowboys Dream and Hurry Home. 6 lengths back to Tammy Blue and Bold and Sporty as they're hitting the 3/4 mark. Cowboys Dream. 1:28 and 3. 32nd and 2. Third panel. Hurry Home out too wide. Bold and Sporty and Tammy Blue battling for third. But Cowboys Dream and Hurry Home. Down the stretch they come in our finale. Phillies and Mares Open. Those 4 all have a chance. It's Hurry Home. Hurry Home will take this one home today. Cowboys Dream for second. Bold and Sporty for third. $159 and 4. Here comes your unofficial winner of race 10 to the winner's circle. Hurry Home, 4-year-old bay mare, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason, trained by Sherry, and picking up the win, Daryl Mason. This is Hurry Home's 5th win in 6 starts here in Miami Fair this summer. There you go. Give a big round of applause, Daryl Mason and Hurry Home. Here are your quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 28 and 2, over the half in 58 and 1, over 3 quarters 128 and 3, finishing full mile 159 and 4. And here's your rundown. Number 1, Tammy Blue, was 4th. Number 2, A Cowboy's Dream, was 2nd. Number 3, Farmer Strikes Fame, was 5th. Number 4, Hurry Home, your winner. And number 5, Bold and Sporty, was 3rd. From the top down, your program should read 4, 2, 5, 1, 3 on the bottom. And here's your payouts. Number 4, Hurry Home, paid $4.80 to win, $3.10 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 2, A Cowboy's Dream, paid $4.30 to place, $2.10 to show. And number 5, Bold and Sporty, paid $2.10 to show. The $2 exactor, 4-2, pays $9.50. The $2 triactor, 4-2-5, paid $29.80. And the $2 daily double, 1 with 4, pays $6.50. And that concludes our race day here today. Make sure to join us next Saturday, August 21st, Maturity Finals. It will go to post in our biggest race of the year. 3 p.m. post time, live here in Miami, Manitoba, or watch and wager, hpibet.com. Check our YouTube channel out, Manitoba Harness Racing.